Hello, my name is Gabe Heller, and I'm here at the corner of Colfax and 40th Street. This is quite near where I live. I'm here because I'm exploring the possibility of using YouTube as to instigate social change. So I'm also here because I recently received a letter from the city fining me $138 for cutting weeds on my property. Now you can see there are lots of weeds here. Yeah, but that's not my house. That's the house next door. That's 4010. Hope you can see that. My house is actually 4014 Colfax. As we continue along the street here, you'll notice, there are an awful lot of weeds over there. Those must be, in fact, the weeds that the city is talking about. Because, if the city were in the neighborhood cutting weeds, they'd almost certainly cut these weeds. But this is not my house either. You can barely see the house number. This is actually 4018, the house on the other side of me. And just for some reference, here we have, the property line and the difference. Okay, so now I'm going to continue. Now this is my lawn, nicely cut. Of course, the city could have cut it. I happen to know I mowed it yesterday, but, just to give them the benefit of the doubt, they might have come and mowed it since then. Okay, so now as we continue, this is my yard. That's a nice old oak tree. This is this giant silver maple tree I've got in front of my house. I'm going to be tapping for maple syrup come spring. Of course, it's fall now. Well, just the very beginnings of fall, sort of late summer. Oh, this is my rain barrel, and I have that set up to collect rain, which I then use to water the garden. I just turn this here, and out comes the water, and then I put into a watering can and water the garden. I got these nice old pine trees here. Unfortunately, the one in the middle died before I moved in. I'm not sure what happened to it, but there used to be a fifth one right in the middle here, so I'm trying to grow some mulberries here, because I like mulberries. Okay. Oh, and it's raining. As you can see, it rained a little last night. So now we continue into the backyard. Now, it's not the cleanest backyard in the world, The garden, well, as you can see, the pumpkins are taken off out of the garden right there. And I haven't mowed around them because I didn't want to kill the pumpkins. But, in general, I did just mow yesterday, and it looks pretty good. I mean, as you can see, there's some brush over here, but I sort of want that because like I said, I'm growing mulberries, and that's where I keep the extra wood that I'm going to burn here in this fire pit when I decide to have a nice fire out in the backyard. It's a shed. Got some extra firewood there. Use that when I'm done with the other stuff. Okay, and the garage. Now, it isn't the nicest looking garage, as you can tell. It was a lot worse looking when I got here. Actually, you can see there's a little paint peeling up here on the one part of the garage that I haven't actually re-sided. The entire garage used to be like that. In fact, it used to be peeling much worse than that, which is why I decided to side it when I moved in. As you can see around back here, This is the side that I sided with the siding from my old mobile home, which I took apart because I wasn't able to sell it. It was in too bad a condition. But the siding was in good condition. It was good aluminum siding, so I thought I'd put it on the garage. Unfortunately, after I finished this side, somebody showed up and stole the rest of it out of my yard, because that was back in 2008 when aluminum was worth half its weight in gold. So as you can see right back here... Oh, car coming. Excuse me. Oh, no, he's leaving. Okay, good. So, as you can see along here, there are some weeds. Now, I've cut them recently. It's possible I might have let them go, because the date on the invoice is actually 2 days before the day I was married. And so I was, worried about that kind of thing. But, however, car's going to come by here. Stand back. Hello, that's my neighbor with the Jeep. Okay, so, however, as you can see here, if the city was back here cutting weeds, you'd think they would have cut, like, these weeds on my neighbor's back part here, right by their garage, or these weeds over here behind their garage, which, obviously they have not cut. So I think it's sort of unlikely that they would cut my weeds anytime recently. Okay, and then as we continue over on this side here, you will see, once again, I'll give you a little visual here, the property line right there along the fence, and the difference in height of the weeds, the ones on my neighbor's side, the ones on my side. Okay, so now as we continue, this actually has nothing to do with weeds, but if the city were like paying attention to what was actually going on in my neighborhood, rather than, as far as I can tell, just sort of singling me out for, I don't know, maybe they think I have money or something. Okay, so they might be interested in doing something about this. These are all trees. These are all growing up in my neighbor's yard. What are they growing up out of? Well, actually, he's got all this wood here. You can't even see most of it because it's like covered in vines and stuff. But he's got like old pallets sitting around here, and he's this branch hanging off his tree there, and he's got these old logs here. And this is all sort of fenced in a fenced-in corner of his backyard, all full of all kinds of junk. And I get these vines that grow over the property thing and into my area. Let's see. Oh, there's one there. One made it through. I keep trying to pull them out, and I did so yesterday, so there aren't an awful lot to see. But as you can see, and then here's his front yard, which you can see is full of budding maple trees and stuff, and it's got all this vines and things. And I don't personally mind it, but it just seems a little odd that the city would do nothing about that, and yet fine me $138 for cutting my weeds, which I can't tell that they even cut anywhere. But in any case, so I guess that's all I really have to say. Yeah. Bye.